G'day guys, we're just going to be going through the recorded games for Out2Val, fuck I just forgotten, Out2Val versus Out2Lunch. They played yesterday but I sort of fucked up the stream, so nobody could hear me, so I guess we will go back and do it again. Okay, so looks like we've got Aztecs, yep, Aztec War, Dry Arabia. For the first game, the best of 3 for round 1. So we'll have a quick look at the maps. That looks like a pretty good map. Not pretty good, it's a decent map for Val. It's got a back gold, you can't really stick a TC on it, but that'd be pretty easy to defend. Wall from this forest to the house. And then you can go wall up back here somewhere. And that gives some back gold, back stone, and pretty nice wood. Like, his front is open as, well, pretty much as open as you could really get it. Like, that's pretty bad there. But it wouldn't be too bad as long as he walls up around the back. Now if we have a look at Lunch's base, his looks like a much easier wall, I guess. Like, you go this far to the edge of the map, straight across there, and then a bit of walling around those cliffs, and then stuck coming in this entrance. That wouldn't be too bad. He's got most of his resources are pretty far to the front though. Like, that stone's kind of horrible. You can only get it one side of it, sort of embedded in the forest like that. And having all of his golds off on this side makes it pretty difficult. Oh yeah, should also mention that the forgotten balance changes. Aztecs no longer get free loom, they get 150 gold instead.
Oh.
So they still end up having 100 gold after doing loom, so they can still do like a good 5 military rush. But they're no longer a full population ahead of other civs when you're not playing mirror. Yeah, okay. I assume that everyone should be going for a drush. Forward a wood and then bore. Yep, that's pretty standard.
Oh.
And you'll probably build a barracks. Or a couple of berries. I assume that everyone should be going for a drush. Fuck. Oops, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, go to berries in a second. Don't know where this village is going. Off to berries, that's good. He's got plenty of food in the bank. So after doing this, oh, that's a dead villager. Oh, that was a bad lure. Needed to get one of the sheep over there to block for it. And for Val, you could probably just about do that boar without loom. This one you'd probably need something to block for it. Okay, that's a pretty steep hill there. It's like a good 6 or 7 tiles going downhill. And he's nicked a sheep already. That's kinda lame, but Lunch left it out there. So, may as well take it if you can. Okay, we've got 13 pop versus 15 pop, so yeah, that's pretty bad for Lunch losing that vill. And he's now also down a sheep. So he's going to be a bit low on food. I would probably lure a deer or two here. Just because, well, I would hope he's noticed that he's missed a sheep now. And because he's a vill down, he's going to need to recoup that lost resources pretty quickly. So yeah, luring in the deer would help. Lunch doesn't yet have the wood for a barracks, whereas Vel's is already built. So that's a pretty big deal. He's going for a house and then barracks, I assume. But yeah, like these lumber choppers, they aren't very effective. This chick here, she's walking along distance. She should probably chop this tree. You could get both of them on the same one if you wanted to. Come on, build the barracks. Yes, he's luring deer, sort of. I don't know where this village is going though. He's going to build barracks, okay, yep. And he's luring deer, yay! Luring deer is always cool. It's a little bit of extra food. 140 food. You take out some rotting, you get about 100, 120 maybe. Let's see. Pop 18. Bells on 22 with two militia out already. This is generally a bit of a bad idea, sending a militia off in small groups like this. Because if they run into that wolf, one of these militia are going to lose like half of their health. And it looks like they're going to run into this wolf here. So that militia is going to lose a pretty significant amount of health there. And that means that after having a bit of a drush micro battle thing, Lunch should be able to come out ahead, assuming equal numbers to begin with. So yeah, look at that. That's 16 damage that he... Like, of course, if he had hit a couple of wolves, even as a big group of 5 militia, it'd still take a little bit of damage, but 5 militia will kill a wolf in like 2 shots. So like, you're going to take a lot less damage than if it's just 1 or 2 attacking. Pops, we're on 28 to 25. How many militia has Lunch got out? He's got 4 militia versus, yeah, about similar amounts for Val, seeing as its last one still walking a bit. But Lunch's scouting leaves a lot to be desired. He doesn't know where Red is, and now Red's drush is hitting him. That's probably going to be 1 dead Bill, minimum. Yep, 1 dead. There's militia going to come out and attack. And he found his sheep back. That's cool. And he... Oh, that's unlucky. He tried to quick wall that. But yeah, see, Vel's taken a little bit of unnecessary damage. There, took a couple of hits to the town centre. But this hill here next to the forest is going to make it much easier for him to win any fights. Because he'll do a little bit more damage fighting downhill. Not to mention the fact that he's got more units than Lunch does. So he can stand up here on the hill and keep harassing Lunch's lumber line. So now he's done the smart thing and he's moved it over here. And he's made the 5th militia. Awesome. So now it's equal fight. They've both got about the same amount of health on their units, I'd estimate. But yeah, Vel's going to have a pretty significant advantage since he's up the top of the hill. Lunch did a bit of a patrol fail there. Didn't seem to notice the units. Yep, there's Vel doing a little wall up to the house. Trying to click... Oh, I don't know why he dropped that, he's already clicked up. To me it looks like he might be going for a fast castle, because he's got quite a lot of food. But he's going to need more villages on gold. Whereas if we have a look at Lunch... Yeah, I don't know what Lunch is going to do. He's got a lot of wood at the moment, and not a lot of food income. So I think he's probably going to go for an archer flush. But these militia camping on the gold, it's going to be pretty effective if they stay on the gold, which they're not. So just never mind me. So even just killing that 1 villager means this drush has been pretty effective. Like, yeah, you've made 5 militia and that's 300 food. 1 village is only 50. But a villager in the Dark Age is going to gather a lot of resources during its lifetime, I guess. But here we might see another vill. Maybe 2. Those 4 there could have probably kept harassing that one. Yeah, that's 2 villages down. Doing a quick wall. Going to quick wall. Build. Build. Yes, that's good. But see, Lunch's drush is far too defensive. And now there's man-at-arms. So that's just going to be a horrible fight. Well, yeah, Belle's going to be able to clip the castle age pretty soon. There is a hole in their wall though. Building market is, I guess, a bit of a strange choice. Normally, you would build an archery range and go crossbows once you get to Castle Age. Seeing as he isn't building an archery range, I guess he might try to go eagles. But generally, Castle Age eagles are not that strong. Like in the Forgotten, they've become a little bit stronger with the Eagle Warrior upgrade. But they're still not that great, like especially when you compare them to knights. Like yeah, they cost a bit like a shitload less food, like a third the food and a little bit less gold. But versus like the massive crossbows, they're generally not going to be too good. Like 10 crossbows, if you can get them in a corner, should probably be able to beat 10 eagles. That's a bad micro there from Lunch. He's killed one man at arm and lost everything of his own. And that archer. That's just another free kill. And now Lunch doesn't have any gold. So if I was Lunch, I probably would have gone for a full wall off earlier. Built that second range across there. Try and protect the gold and just full wall your base. Because he's really... yep, there's another barracks. So yeah, eagles for Val. His lumber line's a little bit inefficient, lots of bumping. And he's got the wood. Yeah, he could afford another one if he wanted to. Has he done any armor upgrades? Yes, he has. This is some good walling, but these villagers still standing here, sending them out to gold still. Like those 3 villagers, those guys could get in there and block one of them in there and kill it pretty easily. Like, I guess it's pretty hard to see them stuck behind the house, but this Josh is working really well against Lunch. And then in Castle, we've got 3 rangers, not 3 rangers, 3 barracks, doing forging and queuing up eagles. Got a lot of gold in the bank, so we should be able to afford eagles for quite a while. And the Drosh is finally being killed. Lunch, yeah, this isn't going to go too well. Skirmishes versus eagles, yeah, not going to be a fair fight at all. And crossbows, yeah, there'll be a decent fight, but he's not anywhere near going to Castle Age. So, yeah, basic archers, yeah, eagles will do pretty well. They've got 3 pierce armor. Those skirmishers have got 2 attack, the archers have got 4 attack. So they're all going to do 1 damage each to the eagles. And the eagles have got 50 health. So you'd need a much larger, really outmass the eagles if you wanted to stand a chance of winning this. Like, I'm saying like 2 to 1 minimum. And the eagles have got quite a lot of attack. They've got 8 attack. They're going to get through this wall pretty quickly. You're going to be able to wall up in time. Ooh, is it going to be close? Oh, and they're in. That is bad. That is bad. That one house there. That's pretty much GG. Like, these units, they're all dead. These eagles now got free reign over his economy. He's not going to be able to gather much wood. Like these guys if you fully walled them in, but again, you saw how quickly they killed that palisade piece there. Gold, that's exposed as hell. You're going to need a very large wall around that if you want to protect it. Val is building a town centre, yep, they are. So he's doing a bit of booming, but he's still making fairly constant eagle production. Yeah. So I guess eagles can be a very good Castle Age unit if you play well with them and play smart. Like, if that Drosh has been as effective on Lunch, and if he delayed him, like if he hadn't delayed him getting to Castle Age and Lunch had got up at a similar time, and it was crossbows versus eagles, then it'd probably be a much more even fight. But without it, then yeah, these guys are just gonna decimate everything. Still got eagles streaming across the map. Third town center going up. And Lunch is just stuck in his town center. So that was game 1 of their games. That was pretty well played. Wasn't even full walled around here. So the eagles could have got in eventually. Yeah. Very well done to Val. Josh was super effective. Especially at the upgrade to Man at Arms. We'll take a look at the stats and then go have a look at game 2. Yeah, look at that amount of kills. Triple the kills, and Lunch unfortunately lost a villager to a boar on his first boar lure. So like that hurt his economy a little bit early game. Economy wise, yeah, Val was fairly even. Like gold's the main killer here. Because Lunch just wasn't able to gather efficiently, safely, and quickly because of all the harass happening.